thing that's going on right now. You know, that's that's another point that can be made on that same scripture. I'll say it to another day. But you're occupied in prophecy. This book tells you, what's going on. Lets you know what's about to happen. You know, the news will tell you when it's not lying what's going on. This book will tell you why it's going on, why it's in the state that it's in. It's going to tell you, what's to expect, what to look for next. It's multiplying. Every time you turn around. For it. Right. It despite being fully, shut up. One of the most bully, but you notice, but looking down, you actually actually do the parties and made a peace treaty and everything like that. No, y'all get Revelation. Yeah. That's not, sick. I might had it
early release. That might be a probation thing. Because you got the one Jake down in Ohio where the judge told him, look, part of your community service for your probation is you got to take the thing. You got to take Vanessa. You know, so he said, well, look, you know, the Jake was like, look, I might be facing more jail time because I ain't taking it.
You see that talking about? That young nigga? Oh shit.
So they might mandate it to make it a part of your what you have to do to fulfill your probation. You know, they might give it to people and say, look, if you take it, you get an early release. There's no single person upon the planet Earth that's going to be outside of this hour of temptation. Every single individual upon the planet Earth that's a living soul is going to take it. It's not going to take it, but it's going to be tried by them.
I forgot who it was that said it. I think it was Nate Rothschild or I don't know. It's one of them. It might have been Nathan Rothschild, but he said, "Give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes its laws." So America is basically, you know, America is not independent, you know, and so by establishing this MOB or this 666, what's happened is that you got complete control over it. You know, because what you're dependent. You have. Can you go and let's say pay your mortgage with actual, let's say actual paper currency? You know, you actually got to you actually got to have money order something. You know, you have on the front of the dollar supposed to say this note is I think is this some notice for all debts.
Oh, so
both public and private.
What would you say?
Both public and private.
This note is for debt. Both it's on the dollar.
Public and private.
It's legal tender for all debts, public and private.
God. So this is so if right. So now if you owe rent or mortgage, you're in debt. So this is supposed to be legal. You're supposed to be able to take this and say, okay, here, this is legal tender. But guess what? No, it's not. You're going to have a point where you're actually going to have something, going to be actually inserted inside of you. I wonder what it is, wink, wink, to where, you actually, in order to conduct commerce, you're going to have it. You said you got a precept.
Back in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17.
Wait, is it something that can be brought out right now?
Let me go ahead and bring that up. And
brought out right now.
Just going on because my brother said they're going to try to use a means of getting certain things to take this.
That's your both y'all heads off.
Man that's in prison or whatever. Word. This is Psalm 55
Right,
in verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. The word was in his words. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So he's gonna tell you, oh yeah, he's gonna get this way, so benefit you like this, or whatever. All to get you to be up under his system.
But eventually, you're going to show them things.
Yeah, that's the deception.
Exactly.
No, that's a deception. And there's something there's a term called double speak, and he used a lot of double speak, and that double speak kind of puts you, it's not kind of, but it puts you in mind of the serpent, when you go into Genesis, the 2nd chapter, because he speaks like a serpent. Matter of fact, this is the book of Psalms. I don't know if it's 104 or 140. I think it's 140. Let me grab this real fast. The book of Psalms 140 and 1. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their hearts. Continually are they gathered together for war. Reading on, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, and its poison is under their lips. They speak, and it seems like it's, they come with those smooth words, but really it's added poison. No, because it's the poison. You know, yeah, it's the poison.
So one thing. and you know, the thing with here's the thing about implementing all this requirement for saying you got to get jabbed up. It's because they're basically amending all the laws to basically saying, yeah, now by the time the MOB comes around, all the basically laws have already basically been established. Because basically Apostle was just bringing this out. I think it was I don't know if it was Warburg or something like that, but basically they was basically trying to create laws. He was like, no, don't worry about that. We just create a law here or there, but we'll amend it later, and that's what they do. They amending the laws, because you're supposed to have, basically freedom of speech. But here we are. We gotta literally watch our work. I have to sometimes stop, to the word I want to use, because you self-conscious that at any moment, he just waits. He said, huh? What?
Yep.
Huh? Oh, okay, all right.
Because we're not a 501c3 charter.
Right.
This is
To speak on their law. It's the bosom of Solomon, 2nd chapter, verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, but that which is feeble is found nothing worth. So they believe that whatever they can put down on a piece of paper, that's their strength. That's their law. Whatever they sign on a piece of paper, put it on a piece of paper, they sign it. Whatever that is, it's a decree now. So it is. So that means that it's a mandate. You got to follow it. You can't follow nothing else. Whatever you do outside of that, then basically that's an offense.
And here's the thing, they're basically, by basically saying stuff like, okay, I'm not mandating you to take it, but you can't do this, you can't do that. There's so many things that basically that are more deadlier than this, basically sickness. But you don't see them say, okay, in order to do this, you got to do that. Or, if positive HIV, you can't come here. Or if you got TB, you can't do that. All this other stuff they require. But now you got this, basically, this unseen, plague that walks by night. Then all of a sudden, everybody, you got to register, this,
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
So what's an unrighteous decree? Any decree that does not come from the Heavenly Father, or a decree that does not help to establish the rules and laws and statutes, commandments the Most High has already created. So basically, unrighteous decree will be saying that you have to present this card in order to come to this business. Go ahead.
Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. All right, and they're turning away our people from the Heavenly Father by presenting this poison for them to take, all right, which is ultimately going to lead to what we're reading in the book of Revelation, to them taking what we're reading in the book of Revelation, chapter 13.
This is the book of Psalms, the 33rd chapter, verse 9. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. Yahweh bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. The counsel of Yahweh standeth forever. The thoughts of the hearts, the thought his heart, and the point obviously is the fact that it says that he make the counsel of the heathen to come to naught, and he maketh the devices of the people of none effect. Because this is a plot, or conspiracy, if you will, from the devil. And that's the reason why they're rushing it. That's the reason why it's so hasty. it's not making sense, because not only is it a counsel or a wicked device or a wicked plot, but it's something that they're scrambling to put together. It's not something that they gave a lot of thought into. You know, they really they haven't had any good false flags since 9/11.
Right.
You know, and even that was horrible compared to other ones that they had before. But now what are they doing? They're hastening to put this together. Why? There's two reasons. These chariots are out there that they're seeing, you know, they know that the Lord is on his way, man. And then on top of that, you got the prophets that are speaking, and the things that we're saying is actually coming to pass. It's actually happening. So what is that doing? That's making them afraid. So now they're being hasty. You know, the Lord is putting them in a position to be hasty. You know, this isn't really what they want. You know, really they want everybody to receive that thing in their arm or in their head. You know, which they're going to eventually force that on the world. But right now they're gradually instituting that. So that's the reason why you're seeing these lockdowns and all of these mandates. Eventually, you're going to replace the Vanessa with the MOTV.
Back in the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
We just basically said, you know, basically Revelation 16 to 13 shows that, you know, the three unclean spirits like frogs, 3 city states. You know, so you're gonna have to receive something in your right hand and your forehead, because in order to, you know, scan something, you know, it got to be something that's, you know, presentable.
And when you process of elimination, that thing can only be one thing. It start with the RF and end with an ID. All right.
And well, check this out with the Vanessa, right? You got people that's getting the Vanessa shot, but they're still able to buy and sell using the dollar.
See? So we know that.
So you know that's not it. That eliminates the idea of that being it. Now what they've done is, you know, because Esau is the devil too, he can try to make people think that that's it. Because they'll put out a mandate to where you can't come into a bar or an establishment unless you have it, or you can't go eat inside of a restaurant, or you can't go to indoor performances. But wait, you're still able to buy and sell. So the time is going to come where this devil implements the MOTV, which is the RFID, and the brain implant. And the reason of doing that, he has total control from that point. From that point, you can't hide your, any financial transaction from him, because it's going to all be through his system. He's going to have people connected to the IOB system, which is the Internet of Body system. You know, everything is set in place for that. You know, that's the reason why they're putting the 5G out there, because that 5G is going to connect to these different devices. Got a lot of different devices out there. They got a device that smart toilets. They got smart refrigerators. They got smart diapers that are Bluetooth that connect to whatever device that a parent has. You know, the smart toilet can tell you about your diet. It can tell you, oh, nigga, you need some more fiber. You know, all of that is a part of his technology. His computers. Exactly. Hey, lay off on the hot sauce.
I know it's his phone. I need to switch.
And ultimately, that's him peeping into your life. Why would you want somebody knowing all of these things about you? Here it is, you got TV spying on you, your cell phone and smartphone is spying on you. All of this is a part of his miracles, man. You know, on top of that, you got his so-called scientific or medical breakthroughs. You got cochlear implants. You got implants to make blind people see. You got implants to make paraplegics walk again. So what is that ultimately? That's his miracles that he have on the left-hand side. And with those miracles, he's going to deceive people into taking the mark, the MOTB. You know, he's going to deceive people into receiving that. You know, but ultimately, what is it? It's something that Yahweh Bashmiel Shai is against, and it's a physical part.
So, okay, Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, both to the inhabitants of the earth, of the sea,
The devil has come down onto you having
I'm about to try to switch something real quick.
great wrath because knowing that he had for a short time.
So you don't know exactly when he's coming out of here. You don't know the exact moment, you know, but he know he got a short time. Why do he know he got a short time? Because he can actually see the prophecy that's going on. He can actually see the signs. He actually can look up and see the chariots, that big giant mothership. I mean, fathership. Damn. You know what's going on. So, right. So they can actually, you know, so
or 17, that no man might buy or sell